fellow citizens of Allen Park. I am so happy to be in front of all of you today running for re-election for mayor of the city of Allen Park. I am very honored to have represented the city for 4 years now, and I am looking forward to another 4 years once I am re-elected. We have faced a significant number of issues and concerns since I was last elected, but I believe that no matter what issues have come up, the council and I have faced them as a collective group. When you elected me 4 years ago, I promised to help make the city better. What I did not know at that time was that by the time I started in this position, the state would have had an emergency manager in here, and my hands would be somewhat tied as to what I could do. The emergency manager position and what she is allowed to do is all cited in the Allen Park City Charter. But I promised to make things better, and I think that I did that, and that is still my goal as we move into this next election cycle. For those of you who may not be aware, a few of our other city council members are also up for re-election at this time. The people that would be are Harry Sisko and Kevin Rourke. But the other council members, such as Tina Gorwisky, Larry Templin, and Gail McLeod, are all remaining members in the same positions, so there will definitely be some consistency no matter what may happen with the election. But I believe that as a group, we have worked together much better than some of the other councils have in the past. Those of you that have joined us at the city council meetings or watched them on the cable network, Channel 12, have seen that the infighting and arguing back and forth has stopped, and we utilize our time together very efficiently. Therefore, I encourage you to vote for me and my fellow members so that we can continue the work we have started. Besides working well together, I believe we are doing a much better job of not only hearing what the citizens have to say, but also listening to them and responding to their concerns. At past council meetings, there was often not an attempt to respond to citizens' concerns, but I believe that I have helped to make sure that the citizens are responded to. Sometimes we don't tell them what they want to hear, but we do make sure that we respond to their concerns. We all strongly believe that listening to citizens' concerns is the best way for us to understand what problems and issues are happening within our city. Without the citizens, we don't have much of a city, so that is of the utmost importance to all of us on the council. You are all very familiar with the issues that occurred when Mayor Burka was in office, but let me take a few items just so I can share some of the improvements we have made since then. Just as the recession hit, Mayor Burka, the previous mayor, and the council at the time took out a loan without the consent of the people. They took out a loan for $24 million in hopes of having a movie studio come into Allen Park and call it its home. The deal was going to be to have the movie studio on the exit right off of Southfield on the 12-acre property near I-94. I get all this information from an article from the News Herald called The History of the Allen Park Debt Problems. But as we all know, that deal with Jimmy Lifton fell through, and the citizens were left with a hefty bill to pay, and our city was put at risk of going bankrupt. So, as I mentioned, I was elected 4 years ago, and before I could come in and make an impact, the state appointed an emergency manager to run the city and make some changes. I believe that myself and the rest of the council worked well with the emergency manager, although it was very challenging at times. And we have gotten our city back to a good place financially. The movie studio deal could have been the financial ruin of the whole city. But together, we were able to pull through, and our city is bouncing back. And the years ahead are looking very positive, even without any money ever coming in from Lifton and the movie studio. Another major concern when I took office was the lack of funding for our exceptional police and fire department. The work that these folks do is just incredible, and they are one of the reasons that many people wanted to move to our city. 4 years ago, we were at risk of losing these departments and turning to other cities to support the services for us. We heard loud and clear from the citizens that was not an option, and thanks to all of you, we were able to keep these departments within our city, and I'm proud to say we're even hiring in both of these departments in the coming months. Carrying Allen Park through these past 4 years was a very big undertaking, but thanks to citizen support and the hard work of my fellow council members, we have gotten through it together. We are on a road to success, and I look forward to continuing the work that we have started. I want to thank all of you guys for coming out and listening to my speech. I am so thankful for all the support that you have given me. Vote Mayor Matakis.